welcome back. So this video, I will be doing Selangor paper with you. Also like a reminder to all your formats and techniques and maybe important topics or knowledge. As you can tell, the video will be conducted in English. So for Mandarin students, I try my best to explain in Mandarin if I need to. Okay, so then this video could benefit everyone. Yeah. So if you have not downloaded the paper, please help yourself in the description box below. Okay, click the link and download the Selangor paper for yourself. Alright, so are you ready? This is going to be a long one. If you're ready, then let's go. Alright, so let's do this. Okay, now I assume you have your paper already, so we're getting straight into your paper 2 section A. Okay, so everybody, now first I'm going to write down what chapter it is so you know where to find the chapter, then you get to revision on that chapter as well. So first question, what chapter 来的嘞? This is just a very basic topic which talks about, I think that should be Form 4 chapter 1 like basic scientific knowledge part. Okay, so diagram below shows, diagram 1 shows the experiment conducted to investigate the effect of mass of a load and extension. Okay, so obviously that will be your manipulated and responding 操纵性变数, 反应性变数. Okay, mass of the load will be your manipulated and extension of spring will be your responding variable. Okay, right, so we have the table repeated already for you prepared. Okay, so number 1, what is the factor that has been changed? Okay, so has been changed, that actually means manipulated. Okay, manipulated variables. Yeah, okay, so our answer will be mass of the load. Easy cheesy. Okay, let's go. Next one. One hypothesis, 假设, hypothesis, everybody, you remember the method I explained to you. There's 3 ways. It's either you go for the method, or you go for the if-then method, or you go for the comparison. So as you can see, our manipulated and responding is here. We want to combine this to form a proper sentence. Don't simply form sentences. Make sure you use this. Okay, that will be more accurate. Yeah, so I think we can do as simple as a the sentence. Okay, so we will go for the higher the manipulated 操纵性变数, the higher the extension of the spring, or we can also call it as the longer the extension of the spring. Okay, for students who need BM like answers or whatsoever, help yourself. The BM answers is there for you already. Okay, right. If you want to go for if then can, if then also can, right? If you want to do if then, it will be if the mass of the load increases, 就是越重的意思, right? Then the longer the extension of the spring, but it's the same as the I think. Okay, so very easy. Right, next one. C. So plot your graph. Very simple. Drawing graph has always 2 things to remember. Number 1, you're plotting correct or wrong. Number 2, you're drawing smooth or no smooth. So according to the numbers given, you will just do your plotting. I'm pretty sure by now you understand how to do it. So I've already done that for you. Pretty much a straight line. So I'm just going to use ruler to connect from 0 to the last one. Like that. Ruler. I mean, it's very obvious, right? It's very obvious because this is a straight line. When do we draw a curved line? I mean, this is a very common question that everyone wants to ask. That's when we have curve plotting, and then you freehand. Okay, so when it's straight line, then we draw straight line straight away. But you can see that some of them falls out of the line. That's absolutely fine. So don't worry about that. It's okay. So starting, ending, those that fall out of the line, leave it. That is fine. Okay, no problem, everybody. So next one, question D. Based on the graph in 1C, state the relationship okay, is always going to be a the sentence. Okay, excuse me. The. Okay, so you want to try? Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds to try while I drink water. Okay, no choice, definitely the. Okay, like the higher the mass or the greater the mass of the load, the higher the extension of the spring, or the longer or the greater the extension of the spring. So yes, very similar to hypothesis we had just now. Can, no problem. Okay, so we'll just repeat the answer. So if you want to make it different, hypothesis, you can choose to write if then will be different answers. Okay, cool. Next one, ladies and gentlemen, question number 2. This will definitely be your Form 4 Chapter 5. Chemical cells. We use electrolysis process to like make battery 做电池的，就是我们用不同的2块不同的金属放进去 acid 里面，然后把它制造出电。这个是你 Form 4 Chapter 5最后那个 part 来的。Okay, which is chemical cells. Alright, diagram 2.1 and 2.2 shows an experiment to study the production, okay, of electrical energy from chemical reactions, and it turns into electrical energy. Okay, 从chemical energy 会转为 electrical energy. Okay, what we have zinc copper plate used as electrode. So electrode is the two things that you put into the electrolyte so that's called the electrode, right? We have zinc and copper. Okay, so let's see what do we have. Be careful always, we are not doing electrolysis, so this thing on top no longer to be a battery. When it is a battery, then electrolysis, but it's a light bulb, or sometimes they give you like a voltmeter, then definitely this is to generate electrical energy. Okay, so electron flow is given this way, free for you. Good. How do we know? Okay, remember, in the pair that we choose, okay, we have one of it will be more reactive, 其中一个会比较reactive 一点，然后另外一个会是比较低在那个 reactivity series 里面。Okay, the one that is more reactive will always going to be throwing electrons to the not so reactive one. You remember stronger person, better person will always try to give. People who always receive and people always take are people who are weaker. I mean, could be bad or could be good lah, just an example, right? So zinc is higher reactivity than copper, right, in the list. That means zinc is the one that throw, copper is the one that take. So direction goes this way. Okay, basically it's from here to here to here, and then all the way to here to here and to here. That's how you remember. Okay, and also, do you remember the whole list already? No, really? Okay. So please stop calling me a zebra in the library. Call me swagger or sexy girl or whatever lah. So you all check out the list yourself. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, copper, mercury, silver, gold. Please stop calling me a zebra in the library. Call me swagger. Ding. Right, anyways, then we have copper and copper. Okay, when two metal plate together, they are the same name, like copper and copper, that means no voltage. The further you are in the list, in the reactivity series, the more voltage you produce. 因为你相差越多一个很厉害，一个很差的，就很明显嘛，这样就会有电。如果两片一模一样 copper 就不会有电，就是零 voltage， 不会制造，不会产生电。Okay? So yeah, pretty much you get the idea already. Copper and zinc, there must be a reading. That's why the light bulb, whing. Okay, then this one, copper, and you look at the light bulb, there's nothing. So yeah, no problem. Okay, let's see what do we have. Observe the condition of both bulb, blah, blah, blah. Write the pair of metal in the box. Okay, so if it's light up, zinc and copper. The choice is above you go from, you can choose from the above. Okay, and the other one, no light up means the one that is no voltage. So copper and copper. Okay, no problem. Alright, next one. Number 2, state one inference. Like format again, just at the same time, please remind yourself all the formats, all the techniques. So inference means what? Yeah, okay. So observation, okay, plus reason. Okay, can observation plus reason. Okay, so you must write down your observation and then you continue with like why. So for example, observation, we have 2 now, right? Okay, so some students ask me this, how many observations should I write? Like, I don't know, should I write like all of them or one or... Okay, basically this question only want you to focus on 2.1. So then you only 2.1? 2.2 don't write. If question did not say 2.1 or 2.2 and there is only 2, then you write both. That means this one light bulb got light up, this one no light up, you write both. If it's not mentioned, 没有讲明就2个都写，做 comparison 的句子。If the question has a lot, like for example this one, a lot, increasing one, then you can do the highest one or the lowest one if there is a lot and it's not mentioned. Okay, yeah, so generally like that. Okay, like let's see our observation for 2.1. Okay, light bulb light up. Yeah, there. Free answer. Why? Because electric current is produced. Why light up? Because got electricity. Electric current is produced when different pair of metal is used. So we use zinc and copper. So if you say like, can I write zinc and copper will produce electricity? That's not specific because you did not mention properly why like that. I mean, you're just telling me what I already written down. So no, you should be saying why light up? Got electricity. Why got electricity? Because different metal got electricity. If the same one, then don't have. Okay, can? Right, that's how you explain the reason. Okay, next one. State constant variable, 固定性变数, things must not change. There's a lot of answers. You can take a look. There's types of acid, volume of acid, type of bulb, number of bulb, length, wire, size of the plates. There's so many, but I suggest you stick to something that is very straightforward and very obvious lah. Okay, so I want to remind you that most of your constant variable must be measurable. 可以被衡量的。如果你的字眼 starting 不是衡量的字眼这样很大可能会错。这样除了好像这一些啦other than this is not measurable, the rest should be measurable. You can take this as a guidance on your answer. If your answer doesn't sound like a measurable thing, should be wrong, okay? Most of the time. Right, operational definition. The one that everyone don't want to do. Operational definition means you must answer based on your responding variable, 反应性变数. Okay? And what is electrical energy? So remember this, everybody. Imagine a 5-year-old kid. 然后一个5岁小朋友来问你什么是 electrical energy? Like, what is electrical energy? If you explain to a 5-year-old kid that electrical energy is the the positive and the negative terminal and then the electron flow and then cannot lah, right? A 5-year-old kid is not able to understand things like that. So best is you could explain based on what the 5-year-old kid can see. So the best way to answer him or her is electrical energy, bring it down. This is your title, bring it down. What is electrical energy? Electrical energy is a type of energy that will cause the bulb to light up when two different type of metal is put in the solution. Then the kid will be like, oh, so electrical energy is a kind of energy that will make the light bulb light up. Oh, you know, like the best way to tell a kid what is electrical energy is to point at the light at your ceiling, 指给他看的，那个不是电能咯，灯泡亮就有电能。So it's easier for a kid to understand that way. Okay, so oh yeah, but of course you also must mention you know, two different types. If same type cannot copper and copper, then not gonna happen. Okay, can? All right. Yeah, this one need practice one. D, next one. Suggest another metal that can replace copper. Any metals will do, I guess, as long as not lower than copper. I suggest don't go lower than copper. Copper is here. Don't go lower than that. So anything above, but try not to choose the first four also. No, sorry, the first three lah. Better not choose the first three. Okay, make sure you choose something lower than zinc, but higher than copper. Because if higher than zinc, then it doesn't quite make sense for this case. So copper, you can choose for like tin, iron, or whatsoever. Okay, so you choose accordingly. Yeah. Okay, next one, number 3. Diagram 3 shows the result of experiment. Okay, this is very obvious. This is your form 5, chapter 2. Okay, where you learn about the macronutrient, micronutrient, the MPK. Yeah, this is an experiment. So we have one with NOP solution, culture NOP. The other one is without nitrogen. Okay, you have to remember the color. So without nitrogen is yellowish. Why yellowish? Because nitrogen is very important to build chlorophyll. Nitrogen 很重要 to build 那个叶绿素。如果一棵树没有叶绿素，就是叶子不能变青色，这样就会是黄色。So chlorophyll is very important to make the plant to become green in color. If there's not enough chlorophyll, means the plant's not going to be green. The plant is going to be yellowish. So remember the color yellowish. Yeah. What else? Phosphorus is purple. Remember purple. And the roots, it's not good. Potassium is brown spot. Yeah. Okay. Question 8. Based on diagram 3, state one observation from the result. That means things that you see, right? So you see, in this case, well, we have 2. If the question did not state any of them, I prefer you to write both. If you really cannot, you write one, also can. Well, that depends on teacher who mark your paper. If they allow, then 1 is good, right? So let's say for X, what do you see? Oh, the one that have everything one will be very happy or will be green. Given answer also, green leaves. The one without nitrogen not happy, yellow. So plant Y without nitrogen produces yellowish leaf, while plant X without no, the one that with NOP solution will produce green leaf. So very straightforward. You say what you see. 讲到就看，而且答案送给你了。NOPs 有的是青色的叶子，然后没有 nitrogen 的将会是黄色。What is NOPs? NOPs is complete. Means all nutrient I give you. Okay? I love you to the max. I give you everything. You want what? Eat them. I give you. This is called complete culture solution. This one is like lack of nitrogen. Okay? Cool. Alrighty. Next. State one inference. Okay, now very sian already. You know the format I'm going to write. Observation plus reason. Okay? So, if you write like a Y yellowish, right? So you should bring it down. Y becomes yellowish. Why? Okay? Because where's the English version of answer? No, this should be the top one. Yeah, I think so. The mistake. Okay, so then this I will gonna write down for you. Okay, so why yellow? So let's say we will choose either side to write. So if you choose to write the yellow one, then you will say the leaf is yellow because it's lack of nitrogen. Okay. Plant Y has yellow leaves because lack of nitrogen. If you want to do X, you do the opposite. Plant X has green leaf because it has complete culture solution with complete nutrients. Okay? Can? So up to you. You want to do the other way around also can. Yeah, that's for B. Alright? Okay, C, hypothesis. This hypothesis obviously not suitable for because you tell me how you manipulated and you for me, I wait you. Cannot, right? So cannot So if in exam ever you don't feel like not sure which to use, try an error. If you feel is not working, then try another one. So cannot ma. The manipulated responding cannot, right? Then we shouldn't be using already. Okay, this one can choose to use if then, or can choose to use compare, because this is just two of them, the complete one and the without nitrogen one. Okay, so culture solution without nitrogen produces yellow leaves, while the complete culture solution produces green leaf. You want to choose either one also can. Or you want to do if then, you can do if the culture solution is lack of nitrogen, then the plant will have yellowish leaf. It's like if then. Okay? Or if the plant has complete culture solution, then the plants will have green leaves, or the plants will grow healthily. Up to you. Okay? Can? Alright, next one. D. State the variable in this experiment. Okay, 操纵性变数 manipulated will be obviously type of solution. Okay. You can also write the name like culture solution without nitrogen, or culture solution with complete NOx solution also can. Up to you. Okay? Can? Right, but that's a longer one. I don't think you want that, or else can go ahead. The BM is missing anyway, so that it will be your Jenis Larutan, which is type of solution that you have. Okay? So responding variable will be the result, which is what color the leaf is, right? So there will be color of the leaf. Okay, easy. Jom. Next one. Number 4. Oh, Form 5, Chapter 5. Motion. Very important chapter. Die must know. Very important chapter. Make sure you're okay with the chapter. Okay. Diagram 4 shows an experiment study the effect of mass and the momentum. Yeah, momentum. Okay, 冲力 momentum. So the two factor that is affecting will be number 1, velocity, 速度. Number 2 will be mass. Okay, two factors. So obviously for this question, we are only testing on mass. So our velocity should be my constant variable, I guess. So which is things that must be fixed. So the one that we are testing here, it's the how heavy is the trolley. Okay, so like for example, I look at the picture. We have 2 kg and then wooden block. After collision, before collision, then after collision, it pushes the block backwards. Okay, so that's how like a car accident happened. When you got hit, things are being pushed away. Okay, so table below shows the result of block displacement. Okay, with different mass. Okay, so we try out 2 kg, boom, 4 kg, boom, 6 kg, boom. Okay, further. So that's actually the factor that is affecting, which is your manipulated mass of the trolley, and this will be your responding variable. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, next one. So easy. Okay, no problem. Right, next one. State 1 observation. Observation, you could either go for the heaviest one, like I said. Remember, there's a lot here, right? Got 3. Which one to write? Don't have to write all. Question didn't mention also. So I guess you could choose whichever you want. The 6 kg, wow, further leh. After the 6 kg collide, it goes to 8 cm behind. Okay, further. Okay, yep, that's the way we answer observation, if you're wondering which type should I write. Okay, or you want to go for the 2 kg one also can. So no need to write all 3. Okay, hypothesis. Can do a the. If can do, go ahead with the. So the greater the mass of the trolley, the greater the momentum produced. Or you can write the greater the mass of the trolley or the bigger the mass of the trolley, the further the displacement of the block. Okay, can also, or in this case, answer will be writing momentum, because how far you go is actually representing your momentum lah. Right, so up to you. Okay, both acceptable. Which of the following is the application of momentum? Okay, like momentum application, which one? Now, momentum, it's about mass times velocity, right? So this one that you're looking at, maybe the picture is not too clear, that will be rotating the umbrella so that the water will fly away. That's gonna be your inertia. Okay, that's going to be your inertia. So that's not your answer, by the way. Inertia. Okay, the third picture, you run from the cow, you go zigzag. That is also inertia. Okay, 惯性 in Mandarin. Because if you run straight line, it's easier for the cow or the bull to chase you. But you go zigzag, right? The bigger the mass of the cow, the more difficult for the cow to change direction. Very lazy. If you ask a big guy to run zigzag, very tired one. I rather go straight line because it's very difficult to change inertia. So then your answer will be kicking a ball, because the harder you kick, the more mass you provide, the more force you provide, and the faster your leg goes, the further the ball goes away, right? So momentum. Okay, all good. Alrighty, next one, shall we? Okay, section B. Like section B, this is obviously from for chapter 2. Very easy chapter. Everyone should be okay with this kind of chapter already. Yeah, like diagram 5 shows a cross section of the brain. Okay, A and B. Based on diagram 5, name A and B. So no problem. This one very basic. I must study one. So A, cerebrum. Yes, that's the biggest part. 大脑最大部分 cerebrum. Cerebellum, 后脑 the lower part. Okay, and this will be medulla oblongata. Okay, medulla oblongata. Okay, brain, I would say very important also. It's a very famous question. I keep repeating. Okay. Alright, B. State one function of structure A, which is cerebrum, the biggest part. 大脑的 function 就是要 control voluntary action, things that you choose to do. Like now, watching my video, okay? I'm learning. Although you might be being forced to because you have to, but things that you choose to do, that will be voluntary action. Okay? Cerebellum is to control your body balance, and body posture. Medulla oblongata is involuntary action. Okay, alright, next one. State one effect of drug abuse to the brain. There's a lot of issue with this. So drug abuse, too much drugs can actually damage your brain cells. Okay, or you can write down quite some symptoms. Okay, 有什么吸毒的现象就是你可以看到的比如说depression hallucination these are all the symptoms or things that you experience. But if you want to write like brain damage, no problem as well. Okay, try to stick with what your syllabus tells you. Okay, don't write like funny answers Okay, next one, D. What will happen to structure B if it's injured? What is B? Cerebellum. So you must know the function. Cerebellum is your body balance. So if damage means cannot balance. My standard answer. Cannot control posture and body balance. Okay? Alright, next one. Question 6. Shall we? Okay. Synthetic polymer. Form 5, chapter 7. Very important chapter. So last year, I think last 2 years or last year, none of this came up. So be aware of chapter 7 as well. Okay, so name the type of synthetic polymer 人造的那些 plastic 啊，人造的一些物体。So name or any name will do. So plastic is one of it. Just in case if you don't remember this topic, synthetic polymer got 3. Number 1, synthetic rubber. Okay, synthetic rubber. Number 2, plastics. Number 3, synthetic fiber. 人造纤维 for your clothings. Fiber for your clothings. Okay, got three man-made stuff. So these are the pail, the tapao box, whatever container. So that must be plastic. Okay, can. All right. If you would like to write thermoplastic, can or cannot? Can also if you want to write thermoplastic, because all these are under thermoplastic. You know, like polythene, polyvinyl chloride, perspex, polystyrene, and all. So those belongs to thermoplastic, correct also. Thermoset got 3: melamine, epoxy resin, and bakelite. 3 only. So all these are not the melamine, not the epoxy resin, not the bakelite. Yeah. Okay. So next, 2 characteristics of synthetic polymer. Alright. So this one must study lor. You must remember man-made stuff, the property or the characteristics. So man-made stuff, well, you can write as okay, easily burn, low melting point, and low heat resistance. This one refer to thermoplastic because lousy one, zapet one. This is the lousy plastic, right? Remember? So you can refer to what you write also, can, no problem. This recycle also refer to that as well. Okay, can be recycled. Yep, no problem. All right. And next one, state 1 effect of improper disposal means simply throw lah, 没有好好处理啦, which is what happened now. Everywhere is plastic. The whole ocean is almost with plastic now. Okay, so effect, what problem if you simply throw? This one is about pollution. This is a bit on the behind of the chapter and Form 5 chapter 3. Okay, so the burning. Okay, so usually plastics, few ways to dispose. Like now, it could be burn plastic, which is very bad, or it could be just throw away to dump site, right? So the effect, if we burn, okay, it releases toxic gases and acidic gases, okay, can cause air pollution. Yep. So what else? Like I said, if you just throw, then the longkang, the river, everything will have, then they clog. It causes clog. Sumbat, okay, or 塞着那个 longkang 这个也是一个问题来的plastic 乱丢的话，因为它是不会这么容易化解，它是固体，很容易塞着。That is acceptable as well, which I have the extra answers right here below. Disposal of plastic waste into drain, longkang, okay, can cause drain to be clogged. Okay, yep, no problem. Okay, number D, 2 proper ways to dispose synthetic polymer. How to throw like that? You tell me how to throw. Cannot throw longkang, cannot burn, then how? Okay, the best way for plastic is to recycle it. Everyone should know this answer, right? If you really want to burn, you like to burn, you want to burn, burn, you like to burn, okay, burn in incinerator. It's like a factory where allow you to burn plastic. The incinerator can filter all the toxic gas, 可以过滤掉那些毒气的，才会放出来Okay, can. So you see this kind of question, must study a bit one. Okay, right. Number 7. Obviously, this is your Form 4 chapter 3, right? Mitosis, meiosis, twins. Twins also for a long time didn't ask, so you might want to be aware. Sometimes state paper also they try to forecast. It's good to follow what state papers give as well. Okay, right. So what do we have? Like ovum is definitely X, by the way. Yeah, 22 plus X. Sperm is 22 plus Y. So if you be asking, how you know Y or X? Because sperm got 2 How I know? Because I think this is a boy. Both of them boy. I'm not sure, but everybody say, girl also can boycott lah. Okay lah. I mean, let's follow the general for now lah. So this I think is a boy, or did they state anything? They did not, so we assume it's a boy. So hence 22 plus x. Is that okay? Okay. Sorry, 22 plus y. What am I talking about? 22 plus y. So combine become 44 plus xy lah. Then they decided to split into half into identical twins. Cha-ching! Free answer. Identical twins. Alright? Next one, B. Genotype of human. Okay, take a break. Genotype. What is genotype? There's two things here. Phenotype and genotype. Hey, what happened? Okay. Phenotype is to use words to explain physical characteristics. Means say in words like handsome, tall, T-A-L, tall, okay? Explain in English word. But G means genetic, okay? Means explain in this kind of answer, genetic. So physical, you get the point, right? Okay, so explain words answers in this way. 这样子写它的意思是 it's the same answer but different way lor. You want to say, oh, it's a boy, then that's answer for pheno. If question asks geno, you write 44 plus xy. Okay, it's just a different way to present your answer. Yeah, write down the okay, settle 了嘛 settle. Okay, next one. State two characteristics of the twins. So the baby give birth what characteristics? So very easy, same gender, or you want to say same sex, same genetic content, similar genetic content. Yeah, like if you want to write share the same placenta, cannot, because that's not the twins yet, that's not born yet inside. So the one so question says the twins so we write characteristics on the twins. Okay, can? Okay, number 8, pollution. Form 5 chapter 3. Pollution very famous one A lot of pollution came out I think like air pollution came out, water pollution also came out I think, but not plastic, not much plastic. About plastic pollution, not much. So I see quite a lot of state paper they come up with like a lot of plastics issues. So I don't know if that's accurate. So be aware of pollution also lah. It's a very famous question to us. I'm not too sure if it's coming out or not, but as past year, pollution is a very famous question. Okay, what pollution? Okay, main type of pollution that occur, we have water pollution, air pollution, and so on. So water pollution. Okay, next one substance that can cause pollution in above. Water pollution can be what? Can be plastic plastic, chemicals from the factory, fertilizers from the farm, whatever you can think of. So it could be solid waste, plastic, food, whichever you can mention. Yeah. Okay. Carcinogen is chemicals that can cause cancer. So yeah, a lot of answers to write. You choose a lot of choices. Okay. B. Based on diagram 8.2, one activity that cause activity means things that human do will cause this to happen. Things that human do. Activity. Can okay. So no longer writing substance. If you write like, why repeat one? Plastic lah, plastic. Cannot. Ask question is asking for activity that we do. So if you want to say plastic, you say like, we throw plastic. Disposal of solid waste into river. Okay? Or dispose domestic waste means from your house. Disposal of sewage into the river. Sewage means like all the poop and urine. OK， 排泄物的尿尿啊、大便啊之类，那个叫做sewage。OK 啊 ，Yeah. So sometimes questions like that could be very careless. You read too fast, then you be like, water pollution. No, you have to write what things do we do activity. Okay, next one. One effect on human health. So focus on human health. It can be quite some answers. So it could relate to chapter 1, form 5 chapter 1, microorganism 生病的那个哈。which is stomachache, diarrhea, or even a very famous disease called the cholera. 霍乱 cholera, okay, 霍乱 the name. Food poisoning, vomiting. Okay, no problem. Any effect will do that is related to your topics or to your syllabus. Don't write something out of it. Okay. C. Suggest one method for preservation and conservation of river. Basically the opposite of things that we do here. Don't want do all this. So the answer that is always good will be all your 3R, 4R, 5R, 10R, 20R. Reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, refuse, and so on. Or river, you can choose to install the trash trap perangkap to keep the solid waste from flowing further, so you can trap them and throw away. Okay, can and okay, see, be aware, one method and explain your answer. So whatever you choose, okay, for example, install the trash trap or 5R. The reason of that is to improve the cleanliness of the river. Okay, very simple. I don't have to write very complicated one. You want to write like, so that the rubbish can be collected and thrown away, hence improving the river cleanliness. Also okay, no problem. Okay, keep it simple. Don't have to be karangan one, remember. It don't have to be very, very long. Straightforward answers. Okay, question 9, everybody. Form 5, chapter 8. Let me think. Last year, no out yet. Yeah, last year don't have. It's also a very important chapter to focus on. Okay. But based on other parts like behind a few years back, it had came out quite some questions already, like transmission of the radio and also receiver, that one already one. But the first part 8.1 the wave characteristics, some calculation, this one have not yet, so maybe I want to focus on this, but to be safe, I think the whole chapter is very, very important. Okay, all right. First one, what do we have? Name X. So this is called a wavelength. Since we're here, let's label everything. This is called a wavelength. Okay, wavelength. Well, this is called the amplitude. Okay, how tall is the wave or how tall is the mountain? It's called the amplitude. How long is between two mountains? That's called the wavelength. All right, and one wave is like that. 1s is one wave. So tell me how many waves we have here. Yeah, correct. 2 waves. So this is 2 hertz. The unit hertz. 2 hertz. If this is 1 second, if this is 1 second, so then that will be your frequency. Frequency 频率 in 1 second, how many complete wave? That is called frequency. So in 1 second, 2 complete wave. So 2 hertz. Or in 1 second, you have 20,000 of them, like very, very small. Okay, depends. Yeah. All right. So wavelength done. State the number of wave. 2 waves. Okay, 2 waves. 1, 2. 1 wave is 1s. I remember. Okay. All right. Next one. Diagram 9.2 shows the type of wave moving in 1 second. Okay. So proven or already said to you, the wave is 1 second in the picture below 1 second that's about frequency now. Okay, so wave A and wave B, which one highest frequency? Okay, 频率最高或者 frequency 最高是谁？ That means in 1 second, how many waves you make, that determines your frequency. So obviously, if this is 1 second, so many waves here. So this one will be higher frequency, this one will be lower frequency. Okay, so your answer is wave A. One inference, right? One inference. Wait, why suddenly section B got inference one? Never mind. It's just explaining reasons. Why you say A, highest frequency. A is highest frequency because it produces more wave in 1 second. You ask me why you say this one? Look at the picture lah, hello. More wave ma in 1 second. Ma frequency higher. That's the definition of frequency. So that will be the reason of it, why you choose A. Okay, so A produces a greater number of waves in 1 second. Okay, alright, next one. A violin produces a sound frequency of 750. What is the wavelength of the resulting wave? Oh, calculation, ladies and gentlemen. I think these have not out for forever, never. I mean, in subjective, objective might have, yeah. Anyway, good news, everybody, your formula is given. Okay, so V equals to frequency F, frequency times lambda, means wavelength. Okay, velocity equals to frequency times wavelength. You know what is velocity, right? How fast? Frequency is how many waves in 1 second. Lambda is wavelength. You all know what is wavelength already. Just now on top. Okay, right. Let's see. Now velocity given frequency given what? Oh, looking for wavelength never mind. We fill out the number first. So velocity is 330 ms negative 1 equals to frequency is 750 hertz times, that's what you're looking for, lambda. Okay lah, simple maths lah, 330 over 750. Okay, calculator. So I follow the answer we have. So 0.44 meter. Yeah, meter is your unit for wavelength. Okay, 0.44 meter. No problem. Okay, so if you're able to show the steps above here, that will be your 1 mark. Okay, because formula given already, so not a problem here. So this one 1 mark, and then final answer 1 mark. Settle. Okay, yay. Whoa, guys, we're done with chapter. We're done with section A and B. Wow. We'll go to C. I will show you one more time how to write experiment in steps, and another 2 more essay I'll show you how to do. Alright, no problem. Okay, so the next thing is to maybe grab a paper. You have like empty paper. Okay, empty paper, we write down somewhere at least. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do it in typing form so you can have your paper and follow. If it's too fast for you, you can always pause and play back. So I'm just gonna go straight forward. Yeah, okay, so section C, you must follow the format. I don't know what question come out, don't ask me, but you can also follow on some like past years and state papers. You can kind of get like, oh, they always come up with this question, I think I should try out. So but for me, right, it doesn't matter what kind of question, but you must know how to write the steps and the format. Okay, so I'll show you one more time. For friends who are new here, who don't know how to write, you follow. For friends who know already, you also can follow, or you want to skip also can. Okay, so what question is this? This is about rubber, latex. Okay, then we know this must be your Form 5, Chapter 4, the behind part where you add acid and alkaline. Okay, latex accumulated in the bowl was found coagulated. This is due to the acid produced by the bacteria. Means if you put it on table, if you don't do anything about it, it will still become solid. 放着什么都没有做都会凝固因为空气中有 bacteria 来凝固它 the bacteria is there to coagulate because bacteria produces acid. So it's the same story. If you don't add acid for yourself, you put on the table, it will also coagulate, but by the acid, which is not a good way. Smelly. Right? Let's start with the first one. What do we have? Okay, hypothesis, right? Oh, what is this? Okay, so first thing first, hypothesis. Okay, we're just gonna leave it that way. Okay, hypothesis. Okay, column. How? I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna skip. Okay, you follow first. Yeah, A. Okay, B. Next one. Yeah, this is your B1. Okay, so according to B1, we need to write. Based on the experiment, coagulation, okay, latex, all free materials for you is good. Sometimes they give you free one. Later you need to write aim of experiment. Okay, like B1, aim of experiment. Okay, I'm not going to do it as well. I'm going to skip it. Number 2, variables. We will have all 5 variables. Yeah, number 2, identification of variables. So we have manipulated variable, responding variable, okay, and constant variable. Okay, now we skip the 2 above. That's because we don't want to waste time on thinking what's the answer. We do your manipulator, responding and all that. When we have answers now, then we go back, it will be more accurate. Okay, so you all know this experiment, right? This experiment is where you have acid and alkaline on the latex and see it will coagulate or not, right? Okay, so our manipulator here, yep, will be your things that you are trying to add into it. That will be type of solution, right? Type of solution, acid solution or alkaline solution. Okay. Responding variable, right? Responding variable will be your result, coagulate or no coagulate. So that will be coagulation of latex. Okay, can condition of the latex also can, but we write coagulation of latex. Constant variable means things must be fixed. There's something here that should not change, which is volume of latex. No matter the one you add acid or the one that you add alkaline, it must be the same volume. Okay, right. Next one. Once we are done with this, go back to your hypothesis and think about the format again. If then, compare. So that's how you think about it. So for this case, it's obviously not a 得不到啊，这个你得什么？你得给我看，越什么液体就越凝固。No lah, this is can or cannot lah, right? So 得 out, we will go for, I think, if then, alright? If the solution used is acid, then the latex will coagulate. Okay, or the other type of answer will be the straightforward, the compare one. So acid can coagulate the latex. Shorter. I like this one. I don't like the if then, but both acceptable. Both acceptable. Okay, can see more accurate lah. I have mentioned my type of solution used, okay, which is my manipulated, and I've mentioned the result also coagulate. You get what I mean, right? 就是这样子会比较准确一点，就是我不用拿来猜，你看着它，它看着你们10分钟不会在一起的，你明白吗？你自己写好这两个再回去造句会比较准确，至少你有一个框框帮你造句子出来，你不会写离题或者太远。 OK， like aim. So usually this is to study. That's a usual way lah. To study. Now, either you go for relationship or you go for effect. Okay, you have to consider yourself. 你要考虑一下哪一个比较难一点，自己写一写你就知道难。To study the relationship, okay, 还是用操纵性变数跟反应性变数。We're still using this tool to form your sentence. So, to study the relationship between the type of solution and the coagulation of latex. Does it sound good? Or you want to be specific? To study the effect of acid. Study the effect of acid and alkali on the coagulation of latex. That sounds better, right? Effect sounds better, right? Okay. Format follow like that one. You consider relationship or effect. 自己 try 不顺就换 relationship 不顺换 effect 不顺换 relationship. Okay. 再不顺不要做没有开玩笑。Yeah. So far, ladies and gentlemen, this will cost you 4 marks. 1分、2分、3跟4分，一定要3个写完 must write all 3 in order to get 2 marks here. You alright? So this 4 must follow. If you can score this 4 marks, the bottom part not so worry. Okay, we continue. Number 4. What is that? List of apparatus and material. Okay lor, this one honestly I tell you 保扁 one if you really you open up your exam paper it feels like sejarah like that nothing you know about it you study this but no come out then you try your best to write whatever you can remember. Okay, so number 4 number 3 I don't really put much hope to it, but you try your best. But the good news is some of them are given here. Okay, so we write whatever is given, and maybe we need to add on more stuff. Okay, so what is given? Let's see. Latex, ethanoic acid is acid, ammonia solution is the alkaline, glass rod to stir, dropper to drip the acid, and other apparatus. Okay, so I guess that will be your beaker. So usually let me write this as apparatus. Apparatus and material. Usually you need to write, the one that is missing is actually your measuring tool, like thermometer, ruler, stopwatch. But in this experiment there's no measuring tool because you see with your eyes coagulate or not, nothing to measure. So this one, what missing is usually your beaker, test tube and all that. Okay, alright, cool. Number 4. Right, drawing, must draw. Okay, don't know how to draw, so you draw like a Mickey Mouse or joking don't know how to draw, so no choice, right? Don't know how to draw, then don't draw but if you know the experiment, please make sure you draw together. Bing! To save time, I just copy paste for you to see you can have answer sheets anyways. Okay, so after you draw, make sure you label everything. Label liao, you must start writing your sentence down. Number 4, which is your apparatus and your procedure. I suggest you try your best. Procedure. Okay, you try your best to write the steps. So there is some tips. If you are from 未成年 or you from whichever you heard before, which is called the mock, right? So number 1, number 2, number 1 and number 5 is fixed one. Number 3, number 4, number 5. Hey, what am I doing? That is already number 1. Sorry guys, give me a moment. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. This is R. 5. Okay, R mod. So what does that mean? A, the first one stands for apparatus. You try your best to talk about like, oh, I set up the apparatus. So how? The apparatus is set up as the diagram above. Okay, like a standard answers that you always write for all experiment. Okay, right. Number 2, M stands for what? M stands for manipulated. So you try your best to mention about manipulated, like, oh, I pour the latex into both beaker A and B, and I add ethanoic acid into A. That's your manipulated. Okay, manipulated. All right. So let me quickly show you the manipulated that we have. Okay, so in this case, we probably need one more sentence. Okay, so add a few drops of tetraethyl acid into beaker A. And then we go for beaker B. And add a few drops of ammonia solution into beaker B. So I do have my apparatus. I do have my ethanoic acid, ammonia solution. That's my 超中性变数 manipulated. Okay, and that is number 3. So we got one sentence extra lah, huh? So number 4, you want to talk about your observation. Yeah, observation. So number 4, you can say like, oh, then I stir the latex and I will see how it goes. Okay. Stir the mixture in the both beaker by using glass rod. And observe the changes in the latex. Okay, so there's no need for repeat because this experiment already you do both together, so no need repeat. You understand? So we'll kick off the repeat number 4, R mod, the R no need. Okay, then straight number 5, we'll go for T for tabulated or table. Okay, so the observation is recorded and tabulated as the table below. Okay, I know it's not easy, but you try your best to follow like the format I give you, which is called the R mod. Better than nothing, right? At least from here 4 marks. You try to get 1 mark, try to get 2 marks. That's good enough. I'm not asking you to get all 4 marks. It's okay. Okay, so try your best to write as many as you can, and try to tell yourself R mod. Like everyone, pronounce yourself R mod. 念一次 R mod. Then A stands for apparatus, M stands for manipulated. 请你提起你 manipulated. O stands for observation, which is your responding variable, and R stands for repeat. Next one, and T stands for tabulated. Okay, can? All right. So finally, that will be your table. Okay, that will be your table. So tabulation of data. So draw a table. Most importantly, the marks comes from how you present the table rather than your answers. So there's no need to write like coagulated or not coagulated. Leave it this way. Okay, MD. Yes, 你没有听错，空着它不要写，因为这个 experiment 不是你真实在考试的时候做的。So leave it blank because this is not what you really do in the exam. So the mark comes from here, ladies and gentlemen. The mark comes from manipulated variable. Look at my cursor, everybody follow. And this is your responding. The mark comes from here. So both together, 1 mark. 1 mark for tabulation, 4 marks for all this. That will be 5 marks, including above, 5 marks above, so 10 out of 10. If you can get half and above, is already very good. Okay, so like I said just now, the first 4 you die must got it correct. Here try to get 2 or 3 or 1 is good. Table maybe you get at least 6 or 7. Okay, the format is like that. Any question works almost the same. Make sure you remember the format. Okay, 2 more questions, then we're done. Okay, like 11. So we choose 11 or 12. You choose either one to do, but I do both for you now. So 2 characteristics of metal and non-metal, and give 1 example. So 2 characteristics, okay, of metal. Okay, so I go for this one. Study. You're okay. This one. You all know this, right? I give you extra 1 more. Then example, no problem. Draw table. Yes, draw table. No need to do sentences, just draw table. But you don't write like yes, no, good, bad. No, you also write proper words lah, Okay, like housewife wants to buy a pot at the supermarket. She needs to make a choice between 2 types of pot which are practical for cooking, more practical, both also for cooking, but I want more practical. One is alloy, one is clay. Okay, what question is this? The purpose of selection. Okay, this is aim of choice. This is what we call as choice question. 要做选择的 aim of choice. Okay, right. So number 1, B1. You can do like how I do. I do title. B1, purpose of selection. That means, why you want to choose? Why must choose? Why must choose? Okay, 怎么做选择？怎么原因做选择？小孩子在做选择，大人2个都要这样就没有啦，这题不可以这样。So you must make a choice. Okay, but the question now is, why do you have to make this choice? Okay, the reason I have to make this choice is I want to choose, okay, a more practical pot for cooking. Free answer, ladies and gentlemen. Free 答案从上面找下来。Okay, aim of choice 是这样的，或者叫做 purpose of selection 呢。Okay, 抄答案上面来，噔噔 to choose a more practical cooking pot used for cooking. Okay, so what is your choice actually? Which one more practical? You say until like that, which one? So my choice, I would choose alloy pot. Okay, alloy pot. Why you choose alloy pot? That's the 3 advantage you must write over that. Okay, well, I choose alloy better for cooking. Reason being, okay, number 1, you all know clay pot very slow one, right? Do you all always use clay pot to cook? No ma. Clay pot is when you want to cook something for a very long time and keep it hot for a very long time. So the advantage of using alloy pot is it cooks faster. Yes, you can write like that one. You can write like that. No need karangan. Don't need like one day. The Andy choose the alloy pot. There's no need to write like paragraphs. Just make it straightforward. Cook faster. Or if you scared, you worry, then you write like alloy pot. Okay. Can cook food faster. You know, something like that. If you want to. Yeah, so then number 2, okay, 3 we need 3 answers. Number 2, your drop before clay. Very difficult, right? Very dangerous. So not easy to break. Okay, number 4, why we choose alloy pot is because your hole before the clay pot, the ngapo gai fan and all that. You know, if you order like clay pot chicken rice, very heavy. Okay, lighter to hold. There you go. 3 answers straightforward. Okay. One disadvantage of clay pot. What's the problem? Why you keep saying alloy is so good? Tell me what's the problem of clay pot. I would go for anything that is opposite here. Very heavy. Easy to break. Cook very slow. You know. So up to you. I could go for like clay pot. Okay, clay pot takes a longer time to cook food. Alright, no problem. There you go. Settle. Easy. Not as what you think. Like, oh, you have to write karangan. No, make it simple. Differences, draw table. Can. Trust me, draw table. And then, the answers for B, you do according like that. Make it short and simple. Sometimes the answer shorter than your subjective. But it's 10 marks. But easy marks. Okay? Last question, everybody. Question 12. Immunity. Well, what is immunity? This one you have to memorize the definition. So immunity is the ability of your body to fight against pathogens or to resist diseases caused by pathogens. Definition. Okay. Number 2, state the difference between artificial active and artificial passive. Okay, you all know what is that? Artificial active is vaccine. It's a hot topic now. Every day we talk about it. Okay, and this serum will be the passive immunity. Okay, alright, so state differences. Well, we have 3 marks, so I'm guessing we need 3 differences. Okay, so vaccine is to prevent, like you kena COVID, no right? And then you take the one to prevent. Okay, and this serum is to treat. Okay, next one, used for healthy individuals. Only like you and me, no diseases, healthy, then we are allowed to take. Used for individuals who are suffering, 生病的人打，健康的人打. If you're wondering where do you get all these are actually from reading from your book, whatever book you have or the notes that you have. Must read, must study this one. Okay? Effect is long lasting, effect is short term. Anti-serum vaccine, you take one time, take second time, then for the rest of your life, maybe no need. Anti-serum must only for one time, then if your disease come back, you have to take another one. So anti-serum usually for like emergency like high fever, kena bite by snakes, venom and all that. Short term, one time settle, then no need, then if come back have to do it again. But vaccine is a way where your body learn. Okay, we inject the vaccine so your body, your white blood cells can learn and try to resist the pathogen next time if it really comes to you. Okay, settle. Draw table. Yeah. Okay. Now I know COVID-19 is a very hot topic to talk about lah. Like, I mean, so far in your exam, how many COVID-19 questions you have seen? I'm not sure, but I think very less likely lah. I don't know lah. But anyway, since your Selangor people also asked, then we do lor. 我们一起做吧 show 你怎么样回答. But I think a bit out of syllabus, which is not a good question. But since we have, so I'll do you. Okay. So the plague caused by the plague caused by I'm not sure if I pronounced correctly. Coronavirus in Malaysia is alarming level. Describe the method to overcome. So this is how to overcome problem, identify problem. Okay, so what's the problem? Like this one, free answer. Copy from the table. Okay, so the plague caused by coronavirus in Malaysia is at alarming level. So copy from the first sentence. 照抄没有错，真的，你信我，你信我。照抄，好 ，from above, free answer. 简直就是摘录要点嘛。Like next one, cause of problem. Why that? Why got COVID-19 one? COVID-19 is caused by the virus, coronavirus infection. Okay, coronavirus. Okay. COVID-19 is caused by the coronavirus infection. Like that. Number 3, explain 2 methods to prevent. I got to tell you honestly, this is not from a syllabus. 你课本没有教你怎么样 prevent COVID-19 的，这个是一个实施的一种实施的一些问题来的。So based on 我们现在知道的 COVID-19 要做的东西，就是所谓的洗手那个要戴口罩那些。So 还好啦，我觉得考试 I think exams will not be like that because this is not from the syllabus. If they do, at least we try now. You know what to write, okay? Wear facial mask. Okay Then we have to explain for 4 marks here, everybody. So 2 method, 2 marks, 2 explanation, another 2 marks. We have facial marks for what? To prevent you know, when you hachu, then don't go to other people's face. Okay, fluids from sneezing and coughing by infected person from entering our mouth and nose. Okay, can? Never learned before. Where got teach you wear mask about syllabus? Don't have, so it's okay. We learn now. What else? Wash hands. Okay, sanitize or wash hands regularly. Of course, there's more lah. Stay at home, blah blah blah, and all that. Okay, we were just gonna choose 2. All right. So you wash hands for what? To kill germs, to kill or destroy the virus. Okay, still have like social distancing. Okay, to avoid body contact. What else? Stay at home, right? To prevent viral infection. So extra lah, you learn as insurance lah. Not necessarily will come out in exam lah, I think. Okay, but if it does, here it is, everybody. So don't worry. Okay, no problem. So, whew, good job, guys. And good job for me. Tap your own shoulder. Good job. So good, you survived. So I hope that this will help you. Okay, we will do a last check for everyone just to make sure you're ready. Okay, so paper 1, 50 questions. Make sure you get 40 and above, or best if you can get 45 and above. Have you spammed all the questions that I gave you? If you're wondering where are all the questions are from Wei Zhenyan. So during the December live I did with them, so I've already sent the paper to them. So that consists of a lot of objectives from Form 4 to Form 5 SPM format. I think like 700 to 800 questions. So yeah, I think you'll be done by that 啦，应该做完了吧？如果你还没有的话，或者今天你刚看到我这个影片，你还可以跟未成年拿一拿那一份东西。好加油 ，OK。Paper 2, Section A, Answering Technique, which I've done with you just now, question 1 to question 4, I guess, yeah, question 1 and question 4, how to answer like manipulated, hypothesis, operational definition, okay? Section B, must study, no study, then cannot lah. Section C, experiment format, which I've done with you, which is, you know, from hypothesis and aim, don't do first, jump to the next part, which is your variables, and then move on and come back to your hypothesis. And your steps are what we call as mod, right? And 11 and 12, you choose either one to do. Question 11 and 12 already show you just now how. So as you can see, the paper 1, paper 2 section A and paper 2 section C, which is what we kind of done today, and also during 未成年 video, 上一次的12月的那一个，如果你需要重看的话，可以一直重看这一个部分。好 ，So I think that's it. Okay, I think you can get A lah. So I wish you the best. Alright, everybody. And if you liked my video, please share my video to your friend. I hope this video helped. Okay, so good luck to the following papers. 加油，大家，祝你好运。Alright. Okay, so see you around, my friends. Bye. See you.